Hey gang, another week. A little happier this week than last week's. I had a good week, actually. Productive week at work, and then my girlfriend came back, spent some time with her, so I'm feeling good, I'm feeling better, feeling happier. In last week's video, I had mentioned that I was going to try something and see if it'll adjust, and what I tried was lower sodium. So I was eating a bunch of potato chips. They're packed full of sodium. So I tried really hard this week to not. And I didn't have any potato chips this week. None. Not a single potato chip was had. I had some popcorn. I had some of those little not cracker, but like those little oatmeal with coconut cookie things that I had shown off previously. Those were my snacks, and I had the chicken korma for dinners, and lunches were okay. Let's put the weight graph up and I'll explain kind of what happened there. So you can see at the end of the week, trended down. Wednesday and Sunday morning, the wrong way. That's because, whereas I guess Thursday and Sunday morning. And that's because on Wednesday, I had a very good day at work. Very productive, accomplished a lot. I felt pretty good. So when I got home, I ordered poutine and hot dogs for dinner. And that's too much food. You could do it in a smart way, but I didn't. And that goes back to me talking previously about how I like to eat not just when I'm sad, when I'm angry, stressed, or whatever, but also when I'm happy. It's a reward or celebration, however you want to phrase it. So I went from whatever it was, a low, and then a low swing up, and then back down. Saturday, spent time with the girlfriend, was kind of happy, things were good. So I had a very late dinner, but I went to McDonald's. And again, just had a fulfilling day, so I wanted to cap it. I got quarter pounder with cheese, large fry, chicken McNuggets, 10-piece, and I got a milkshake, which I almost never do anymore. And it was a large milkshake, and that alone is like 1,100 calories. So, I usually only drink water or diet soda, but that's how that goes. So, yeah, for the most part, things were good. I didn't exercise Wednesday and I didn't exercise Thursday. Wednesday was just by choice. And then Thursday, I wound up running some errands late and then just didn't have time in the day. But every other day, rode the bike 30 minutes, and then Saturday, Sunday, walked for, it's over 90 minutes, so it's 110 minutes, let's say, an hour and 40. Let's say it's that much. Now here's a fun thing, and here's where I want to say it all kind of ties together, right? It is really, really hot in Quebec, Montreal. I live just outside of Montreal, but it's really, really hot in this area right now. We have a little heat wave. We're hitting 38 degrees Celsius, well over 40 with humidity. But I go for my walks anyway, and I am sweating. It's just pouring off of me. And on a lark, I decided to weigh myself after. So it was kind of dramatic on the Saturday, and then today on the Sunday I did it. So I'll put up, we already know I weighed 278 Sunday morning after I woke up, went to the bathroom, 278. And then over here, here's what I weighed. So, and that's at 8 a.m. So 278 at 8 a.m. At 11:30 a.m. when I step on the scale, 273.6, and that's just sweat. I just sweat. I didn't eat anything and I didn't drink anything, and I just sweat out, 4.5 pounds. It's a little wild. I'm probably over that now because I've eaten lunch, and I chugged a bunch of water. I chugged 2 bottles of Powerade, no calorie, but still just chug, and those things are full of salt, right? So That's how they hydrate you. So salt is really like the water retention, and then you can just sweat out 4 pounds. Like anyone can do this. Like if you know anything about fighting and cutting weight, you know, this is what they do. You know, they sweat it out, sweat it out, sweat it out, and then you go fight at a weight class that you don't actually weigh. So I probably weigh a little bit more now. I probably put on a couple more pounds. We'll see what dinner holds because I'm hanging out with the girlfriend again today. So maybe I'll eat a lot, but I don't expect to. The plan for this week was going to be hot dogs and coleslaw, or sauerkraut, I should say. I have a little onion, so I was going to chop up some onion too. So hot dogs, no bread, so hot dogs, onion, sauerkraut. But I have some chicken korma left over, so I'm going to finish that before I move on to the hot dogs. And that's going to be kind of my dinners for the week. Lunches, it's going to be pretty standard. Meal replacements. I'm feeling good about how everything's working so far. Last week was not the best week. This week is a better week. I want to talk very briefly about a person I've been following on YouTube for many years, and a little bit why this is interesting. So when I was my fattest, tried to lose weight, and I found that watching people eat on YouTube was very cathartic. I would watch like competitive eaters. I would watch, it's not mukbangs, but like just people eating a lot of food, people just eating, just got through it. So one of those people that I've been watching for years, Randy Santel is his name. And he's a very famous competitive eater. He has almost 1,000 wins. Like, he goes to restaurants around the world, but mostly in the United States. But he has traveled internationally for this. He goes around the world. He goes to restaurants that have food competitions, and he just films himself eating them. When I started watching Randy many moons ago, he was very athletic, and I eat to lift, like it's a fuel source kind of thing. Very, very fit. And here's a picture of what he looked like. He actually won a competition. He was so physically fit that he got to appear as an extra in the Spartacus show that was on Stars. Anyway, whatever. He was a background extra because he looked like he could be. Times change. Could be health reasons, could be work schedules, could be life balance, could be a lot of things. Randy doesn't look like this anymore. Here's a picture of what he looks like now. 400 pounds. He's a big guy too, right? He's tall. And he is doing also a video series. This is why I bring it all up. He is doing a video series about trying to lose weight as well. And he has a different process than what I'm doing. Because I start, at the very beginning, I'm like, I have a goal weight, it's 200. I just want to get to 200. I don't have a timeline, I just have a goal. And I want to weigh 200 pounds. So as long as it takes me to get there, I'm going to keep trying. So someone asked him, he's much more popular than I am, of course. Everybody is. But, he has a large fan base, is what I'm trying to say. So one of his questions was, that he got several times over, was, what's your target weight? And he goes, I don't think of it that way. He goes, I'm not chasing weight loss, I'm chasing lifestyle change, So he says, the behaviors, habits, develop those things. And a lot of that is what I'm trying to do as well. But, the methods. So, and I'll link to the video, but he talks about it. He says he goes with a 3-3-3. So he has 3 goals daily he wants to achieve, 3 goals weekly he wants to achieve, and then 3 goals. Now he's doing it for 15 weeks because, that's how you do things on YouTube, is you set content things to measure success rates and all that fun stuff. I obviously am not doing that. I'm doing this more like a journal. But he said, 3 daily, 3 weekly, and then 3 over the 15 weeks goals. And not all of them are weight loss driven. Like some of them are like, I wanna I want to be a better partner for my, his will-be wife. They're not, they're just dating right now, I think, but they're gonna get married for sure. So he's like, I just want to be a better partner for her. She does so much for me. I want to do more for her, kind of stuff. Just these kinds of goals, and that's like a vague goal on top of it. But I think it's interesting, and I will no doubt hit a wall at some point. Every time in the 250s, I usually just am unable to lose weight anymore. I stop losing weight. One time I was having 200 calories a day. That was it. I was eating one sandwich a day, 2 pieces of bread, mustard, and 2 pieces of salami. 200 calories a day. That's all I was eating, and the weight wouldn't come off of me. So it'll be interesting when I reach that wall to see if maybe I want to incorporate some of this mindset, 3 daily goals, weekly goals, you can say monthly goals, whatever, right? 333. And hats off to Randy, because in the video I'm going to link, he's going to talk about his progress, and he loses 25 pounds in 1 week. Now, people always go, that's unhealthy, it's so much, but anyways, same thing with me. The more weight you have more weight to lose, and he's 400 pounds. So that coming off of him, not a big deal, I would say. He's also a health guy, like he's studying dietitian something, I don't know. But, you go about it smart, you do it smart, and he's doing it smart. And the difference is that I hate exercise, but Randy doesn't. Randy does at least 90 minutes a day on the bike. And if you do at least 90 minutes a day on the bike, you burn about at least 2,000 calories. So if you're alive, an adult male burns about 1,600 to 1,800 calories just being alive. So you're talking like if he burns 2,000 on the bike and 1,800 just being alive, that's 3,800 calories for him to play with to sustain body weight. That's a lot. 3,800 calories is a lot. Like, you could even eat McDonald's 3 times a day and not hit 3,800 calories. And I just use McDonald's as an example because I love McDonald's. I'm not trying to shame McDonald's. McDonald's is amazing. Big Mac video. I forget which shoulder it pops up over. But yeah, if you do more exercise, you burn more calories, right? Calories in, calories out. It is that simple. It's very much that simple. And I'm jealous that he enjoys exercising because I hate it. The 110-minute walk that I did yesterday and I did today, just hell. This is not fun. I didn't enjoy a second of it. And I wish my brain operated differently. But here we are. I guess it's just find an exercise you like. What can I do? I don't know. I don't know. I need to live in a world where I can get I was going to say like an Olympic pool lane, and I can just swim in that back and forth. But I think I hate that too. I just don't like exercise. So anyway, that's the update this week. Positive, more upbeat than last week's. Can we get close to the 270 goal? Well, not goal, but I guess milestone. Can we even hit it? We could. If I fasted all week, we would definitely hit it. But I'm not going to do that. And